In the mid-1970s, San Francisco was terrorized by a serial killer known as the Doodler, who preyed on the city's gay community. Between January 1974 and September 1975, at least 5 men were brutally murdered, and the killer is believed to be responsible for up to 16 deaths. The Doodler's modus operandi was chillingly unique. He would meet his victims at bars or clubs, sketch their portraits, and then lure them to secluded areas where he would stab them to death. The nickname Doodler was derived from his habit of drawing sketches of his intended victims. The first known victim was discovered on January 27, 1974, near Ocean Beach. The body of 50-year-old Gerald Kavanaugh was found with multiple stab wounds, lying face down in the sand. Over the next year and a half, the bodies of Joseph Stevens, Klaus Christmann, Frederick Capon, and an unidentified man were found in similar circumstances, all bearing the hallmarks of the Doodler's gruesome handiwork. Despite the alarming pattern, the investigation faced significant challenges. Many in the gay community were reluctant to come forward due to the stigma and potential repercussions of revealing their sexual orientation during that era. This hampered the police's efforts to gather critical information and witness testimonies. However, in 1976, a breakthrough occurred when a surviving victim, a well-known entertainer, managed to escape an attack and provide a description of the assailant. According to his account, the Doodler was a young African-American man, around 19 to 25 years old, who claimed to be an art student. Another potential victim, a diplomat, also survived an attack and corroborated this description, adding that the assailant had drawn his portrait before attempting to kill him. Armed with these descriptions, the police managed to identify a suspect and brought him in for questioning. However, the lack of cooperation from surviving victims, who feared outing themselves, and the absence of concrete evidence led to the suspect's release. Despite the police's belief that they had the right person, the investigation stalled, and the case eventually went cold. The Doodler's reign of terror ceased as abruptly as it had begun, leaving a trail of fear and unanswered questions in its wake. In the years that followed, the Doodler murders faded from public memory, overshadowed by other high-profile cases. However, recent efforts to solve cold cases have rekindled interest in this haunting mystery. Advances in forensic technology, including DNA analysis, offer a glimmer of hope that the Doodler's identity might finally be uncovered. The San Francisco Police Department has reopened the case, appealing to the public for any new information that might lead to an arrest. The Doodler murders remain one of San Francisco's most enigmatic unsolved cases, a grim reminder of the dangers faced by the gay community during a time of pervasive discrimination and fear. The killer's eerie practice of sketching his victims before killing them adds a chilling layer to the mystery, making the Doodler a figure of macabre fascination in true crime history. What drove this seemingly artistic young man to commit such horrific acts? Will the Doodler ever be brought to justice? The quest for answers continues, and with modern investigative techniques, there is renewed hope that this cold case might finally be solved. If you're intrigued by this dark chapter in San Francisco's history and want to explore more unsolved mysteries, subscribe to A Real Crime Home. Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below.